You know the thing we do. Hey, we're back with another installment of Rice Talk. This is your host Cam, and we have
Z,
back with us in the building. How you feeling?
good. I'm good.
That's great. You sure?
Yeah,
I don't know. I was getting like a 50-50 vibe.
50. I'm
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. Yin and yang.
Yeah.
Sprite and Coke. Shaq and Kobe.
Mm.
Yao Ming in Houston.
Yeah, man, Tokyo.
Oh, yeah.
Um. Uh.
Nonetheless.
Nonetheless, right.
Yeah. You've been smooth. What you been up to lately? What you been eating? Like you been eating good eats, or you just been kind of moseying along?
Yeah, just mosey along for right now. I haven't really
What's your most exciting meal of the week?
most exciting meal of the week. Well, my friend said he's smoking brisket today, so I'm a
Okay.
little excited for that.
Okay.
So
Okay. But like, okay, if that misses,
if that misses, I mean, I had a good burger the other day.
onion, like a huge onion on it,
Mm-hmm.
do you eat the onion or you just take
There
it?
you go, yeah. Oof. I'm tasting it now. That's it right there, y'all.
You like blooming onions?
Blooming onions.
Yeah.
I don't think it really matter to me. I think it's onion.
What's your extent on onions is 100 like
I mean, I've had red onion before, but I don't really venture out too much to that.
what do you think you venture out in the most, like food wise?
Probably breakfast meals. Oh,
Breakfast meals. I'm glad that you said that because I want to cover a few would you rather breakfast items.
okay.
But before we go into that, let's cover our sponsor. If it ain't right, get Selfless. Selfless keeps you covered at all aspects.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
if you need it, we got it. You got it, we need it.
Yeah.
Would you rather? Would you rather?
Would I rather do what?
Okay. Would you rather have your breakfast cereal sing to you every morning or dance?
Probably dance. I don't think I can do the singing right in the morning.
What if it's like tap dancing though? Yeah, you thought you were gonna get around that sound.
Oh, well, I'm
You quick it up.
gonna eat my cereal quick then. I
Uh,
don't know.
but okay, so does it stop singing when you start eating it, or like is it still like just?
So, but would it start screaming if you start eating?
Nah, we're not giving it a. We're not giving it a. Not doing it.
Real sausage party
This is not.
foodtopia.
This is not a Disney movie. And you know it's crazy. You remember that movie? Like you remember like the trailers and the ads that they kind of released for the movie. It
Yeah,
really seemed like it was gonna be like kind of like I don't know a good movie,
yeah.
but what it ended up being is kind of what I guess what it was supposed. Yeah, it ended up being like I don't know. It gave like Adult Swim vibes,
Some of them, yeah,
or like
they had to dial it back for some of them, but some of them they definitely felt more mature for
yeah,
kids.
yeah.
Mm,
And I wouldn't say like it was given like Rick and Morty. Like I feel like if it came out maybe 2020, I feel like it probably would have been perceived a little better. I don't know if it just would have did better box office because I probably did the best thing because I think like Seth, the dude that was like in all the movies,
what's his name?
like
Seth
Jonah,
Green,
Seth Green.
Seth
I'm thinking of Seth Green and then Jonah Hill. That's what I'm thinking
Jonah
about.
Hill.
Yeah, because them two
Okay.
they were like big. He was like 21 Jump Street and
Mm-hmm.
like it was. And then that Monsters movie, that cartoon movie, I remember that was. Um, we gonna put a pin in that real quick. I'd have to really lock in for that one.
Yes.
Yeah, but breakfast items really span a wide range of things. You got sausage, you got eggs, you got toast, beans, grits, oatmeal,
Don't forget the waffles. Waffles.
pancakes, crepes,
Crepes.
biscuits, croissant, no, but where do you think? What do you think is our top staples for breakfast?
I mean, it really would depend on where you're from. I mean, because a lot of people eat different things for breakfast.
Who put that shit like
I know some people eat pizza for breakfast,
who?
constantly. Who?
Who?
I don't want to put them on the front street like
I
that.
mean, okay, give him an alias. Give him a lot.
Alias.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna put you on the front street like that.
Call him Nathan. But just describe them to a T. These are fictional stories. Like once you put a fake name on it, it's fictional.
Well,
They won't see this. You know that.
Nathan,
Thank you.
uh, didn't want to believe in the traditional ways of, breakfast and stuff like that. So they
Mm,
dedicated their life to saying, fuck breakfast.
okay.
And so they say, I'm just going to eat pizzas or burgers for
So they're
breakfast,
a meal anarchist.
basically.
They're just anti like structure of tradition.
There you go.
You know, revolutionary, if you will. In honor of Black History Month, we're gonna shout out Nathan for their unsung heroicness of breaking the traditional walls of meals that were set by
We don't know.
we don't know. But you know what I do know? I would rather have my breakfast food talk back to me than me be able to talk to my breakfast food.
Nah. It still comes down to, we're talking and it's cool and nice, but I'm going to eat you.
What if I let him chill?
Let him chill.
No pun intended. Like, what if he's like a chill, like a cereal? Shout out cereal. Cereal is like a dying breed.
It is a dying breed. But no, no, I can't make a connection with you and then be like, oh, all right, well, it's a nice talk. Appreciate the early morning talk. Time to eat you.
Dap him up, and just go to work. Just fast your breakfast. Just don't even eat him that day.
No, I'm not starving
Or
for
actually, it's not a he them or her. It's no soul. It is a food. It is a robot.
robot food that's talking to me.
Yes, I would rather talk to me than talk back to it. You want to talk to it?
I'm gonna tell him I'm gonna eat it.
But then that's not cool though, because what if tell him, I don't know.
You about to make me say some words on here since you want to be family friendly. Um, no, no, I'm gonna eat it. I don't care if it talks. I don't care if it cries. I'm eating it.
What food would you even do this to? Like you saying this is like, is it even gonna be a good breakfast item? Like if it's oatmeal, I'm letting Buddy live. Watch your mouth.
No, no, no. If it's oatmeal, he can live. He can probably live though. He can probably live.
I'm letting oatmeal live. I'm letting English muffins live. I'm letting bagels live. Croissants. I'm letting a naked croissant live, unless it got like a turkey sausage between it or something. Like I'm letting a biscuit with no turkey sausage or something on it, because it's like what all these items are nothing without like yeah. So all these things, yeah, they can chop it up. I'm not doing nothing. We chilling.
I could probably talk to them, but the rest of them,
Like a waffle? Oh no, it's a wrap.
oh no.
You might as well not even.
As soon as you see me, you better not run up.
No, I
Like,
mean, hopefully, I'm hoping you're blind or like you can't see me.
yeah, have some differences.
It's so many places you can.
There's your hand right there. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Boom, boom, boom.
Okay, so we're gonna go into what would you say is the most important meal of the day?
Um, they always say breakfast is the most important meal of the day, but I feel like dinner is, because I mean, you gonna wake up hungry.
But do you even cover all your categories in dinner?
Hmm.
All your groups, food groups. I'm sorry for all my nutritionists.
I mean, but do you, cover in the morning eat too?
I asked that. See, that's the crazy thing. That's different between me. I ain't asked that.
But I mean, if we're comparing, because why are we asking questions then about why we're trying to put some,
I cover every food group of every meal.
okay then. So then I say yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, good.
Shit.
Okay, what's the last green? Would you say like it's been your rotation?
I did have some cabbage the other day. It was good.
How'd you have it? Like fried or grilled?
It was oil.
How is fried cabbage? Am I tripping? Like, what is fried cabbage?
I don't know if was it fried. I always had it boiled.
It's boiled, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've heard somebody say fried, and it's like, have I ate it before?
I don't think I have. I've had boiled cabbage.
I've had some slamming cabbage, low key.
Like it was.
It's just I have a threshold.
Yeah.
Well, that's any green because greens are just very heavy and like fiber. So it's just like if you can eat people that can eat like a plate of. Have you ever seen anybody eat like not like a half plate? Like, I know there's people that can eat a half plate of collard, but like imagine somebody eating a whole plate. That's just oof.
That's a lot.
Just looking at that, like imagine you at like church and like the Sunday dinner, like the first Sunday, and it's like everybody got to eat plates of mac and cheese, like, but they just only have greens on the entire plate. And I'm not talking about half. I'm talking about the entire plate, and them just sitting there going at it. That would look insane.
I mean,
With no cornbread.
Maybe they really like greens.
Oh my goodness.
Popeye,
Yeah. Popeyes over churches still, right?
Yes. No, it's over the olive oil. Mm.
Okay. Okay, good. 'Cause somebody asked me about churches the other day. I didn't have an opinion on it.
I don't really eat in churches like that. Probably the biscuit. I probably just go there for the biscuit, just because the biscuit was
You
actually
get like the honey.
It's like a little honey like
couldn't be good
for glaze.
Yeah.
It was good. It's good. I might stop there now.
They topped at KFC?
I'm trying to remember.
KFC looking kind of sad nowadays.
KFC, I don't think so. No, they're not. Mm.
They really had a run. KFC did have a run. They even had a run in breakfast.
At one point in time, maybe, but
yeah, not anymore.
No.
I just was never a fan of their chicken.
That's really what it was to me. I don't know. It was something about the chicken. It just wasn't.
But am I tripping? Like, it's not that the chicken wasn't
bad. It just wasn't.
And the texture wasn't bad.
I don't know. It just wasn't all that.
I guess the flavor didn't wow me.
Maybe the presentation of it all.
I felt their presentation was decent. Or like I felt like it wasn't the best. Like it was kind of weird, or like it was like off-putting. But I feel like I've had worse and had better. You know what I'm saying? Because some packaging, like the worst places, give you like a paper bag and all this stuff, but it's great.
Mm.
It just didn't wow me. The best thing that they had was that laptop. It was like for kids. But it was like a few chicken tenders. Like it was basically like a cutout, but like it had chicken tenders and it had like dipping sauce. It was really just like chicken tender, like with fries and shit like that.
Yes.
It low-key slammed.
No.
And their popcorn chicken.
The popcorn chicken was good. I'll give them that.
That was probably the best popcorn chicken I had ever. From a restaurant grade. We are not talking about Walmart's chicken.
That'd be jumping,
I know my community is vast out there. I know there's plenty of them walk-arounds out there.
Get 4 buckets, put it in the bag, just save them for later. I'm telling everything. All right.
No, though. How many popcorn chicken? Okay.
How many popcorn chicken is too much popcorn chicken?
Yeah.
It would depend. Like, what are you looking for in the popcorn chicken? I mean, obviously, when you got this popcorn chicken, you wasn't looking for something big, wasn't looking for something heavy. But say, as a person, like I just said, if I got 4 containers of popcorn chicken, obviously I was looking for something to really feel me.
Heavy snack.
So, I mean, it really would depend on you. Most people I know would probably just get 1, maybe 2, 1 for 9, maybe snack on the other one.
So we're going by containers?
You know how they put them in?
Oh, those? Oh, okay. I don't know why I'm thinking of a bucket. I'm thinking of
Oh,
a
you thinking bucket
no. That's
wise?
actually crazy because in my head I was like, "There's no way he's talking about
I'm not talking about no
like a
four
pop."
buckets.
I'm thinking like the
Yes,
popcorn
no,
that like I don't know what a gallon, maybe it's a gallon or something. I'm thinking you're saying four of those. So
no,
in my head I'm like, why don't you just eat chicken breasts? No, because that's what I was thinking. Like, how many can he eat?
no. I can eat a lot though, but no.
Okay, if you if put a number on it, if you can get, if I can give you $10 for every popcorn chicken that you eat, but you got to eat 50 of them, how many could you eat?
I ain't eating 50. We probably stopping right at 50. Maybe even that. I don't know. I'm not eating that much. I told you.
Damn.
Cause I mean, there's probably like what 12, maybe 16. How many you could fit in one of those
Oh,
little
then yeah, I say about 12 to 16 types
12 to
because each
16.
one is a little
If I got four of them, that's probably
64.
yeah, that'd be
Oh yeah,
probably a little bit around 50. But that's probably it. I ain't going up like getting more and no.
see, you know what would psych me out is like all the different containers. You'd have to just put it all in one. Because if I saw four of them, I get on the first one. It's psychological. I'd be like, oh my god, I
Exactly.
have three more. Three?
That's why I would put them in separate containers. I don't know.
Oh, I understand that. I understand
To
that.
to make me feel like my progress is progressing instead of me looking at all
Mm,
46 that are left and be like, golly.
you know, as similar to like I like to run trail runs instead of like a small track, and I do a
Mm,
lot of laps on. Like I'd rather just run something that I won't rather than like.
mm,
But I see what you're saying. But versus, I have done the small track and just done like I think 16 laps for my. It is kind of cool because you feel like you're knocking it out. But for me, I'm thinking like I got to do like 10 more of these. I'm okay. I just rather run from like here to like a point A to point
it
B.
depends on how you look at
Yeah,
things, you know?
yeah. It's all about perspective.
Perspective.
Wish I had like a
Little bubble.
yeah,
Write it out.
like when them
Like
PBS
Disney
joints.
Channel.
Oh my goodness, I could. Yeah, really.
No, no, no.
French toast or waffles?
French toast.
You sure?
I am sure.
I felt some hesitation.
No, I had to think about what you were saying. You said French toast or waffles, and don't get me wrong, I like me a good waffle, but French toast,
What separates the two though?
it's in the name, the French and the toast.
You don't even like the French like that. Shout out the French right now.
I do. I have a friend I met in college. She's French.
Mm.
What was her name? Angele. That was her name.
All right, shout out. Okay, I guess he got tired
Or was
of
it
it.
Julia? One of them names.
That's
It was one of the names. Jules. One of them. It was something with the Jewel.
niggas don't even be in Paris. So
She was black. She was cool.
see, oh damn,
Exactly.
oh,
Exactly. She spoke French.
she did that bit.
Yes, that's how she was. And she played on the volleyball team.
Oh yeah.
Crazy. It was crazy. But yeah, she was cool.
Okay. Oh yeah, yeah. French toast to me are a little overrated.
Overrated how?
And if you're asking me how, I'm gonna tell you. Because if you ask me, it's just more of a complete meal, so we really can't compare the two. Waffle, pound for pound, is better.
What's a good thing nobody asked you?
If you ask me what's a good thing, I would tell you this.
You're not topping the French toast.
You don't think so?
No.
Okay, I'm saying okay like this. French toast is like 200 pounds. A boxing man. French toast is like 200 pounds. All right, so look, waffles are like 180, 160, but they're still swinging pretty nice for them being so small.
Mm.
Cause look, French toast got egg. You know what I'm saying? Like waffle don't have egg.
Um,
Waffle just be, you know what I'm saying, kind of little some solo.
You go to a restaurant, you go to not just a restaurant, you go to a new brunch restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
You see what's on the menu. Tell me you don't maybe get maybe a little excited when you see maybe some type of brioche French toast or something, as opposed to some regular Belgian waffle or
You
something.
know, analytically, when you break it down like that, you have a point. But I'm gonna put it back in your court, and I'm gonna say this: when you go to that brunch spot and you sit down, you
Mhm.
know what I'm saying? Show them the ID because I got to get a drink to even get my mind right, like really lock in. And then you look at the menu, I see the prices. We don't worry about the prices, right? But look, you know what I'm looking for? Chicken and waffles. Because you want to know why?
And
Because nothing hits harder than chicken and waffles. Because
no.
if I told you, you mind I tell you? You mind if I tell you?
You know what? I do mind if you tell me. I don't want to know because I am a French toast person.
Because I'm going to override. Because if you told me to tell you, would you want French toast and chicken?
I would.
Do you mean that?
I
Tell them. I'm just saying.
I mean that wholeheartedly. French toast and chicken.
I don't. I don't know. You can
Just because it doesn't sound right to you doesn't mean it doesn't taste good.
you can visualize it. Can you see it though?
I can see it right
All
now.
right. Okay. I trust you. And with that, we're gonna move on to the celebration of an excellent breakfast.
Excellent breakfast. Define an excellent breakfast.
I'm glad you asked. Defining an excellent breakfast entails you break it down to its finest molecule.
Okay.
And us doing that right now is going to be talking about the best way to eat eggs.
Best way to eat eggs.
I said it.
The
Best
best
way to
way to
eat
eat
eggs.
eggs. Scrambled
Scrambled,
with eggs and
garlic,
cheese. I mean, with cheese and,
shredded, American.
shredded.
Why'd you think about
Because I was cooking it in my head.
that? You would think about that American. What?
No, the American, I thought about like, no, that American, no.
Mm-hmm.
No, no.
But it was in your mind though. Yeah,
Shredded cheese.
I'm on to you.
You can be on to.
What seasonings are you putting in your eggs?
I put a little onion powder, splash cayenne, maybe the cheese, what else I put in there? I really don't put much in it. I don't use my eggs for the season. I mostly use the bacon grease.
Okay. Okay.
Bacon grease kind of adds some more flavor to it
You
too.
like your eggs like with like medium well, rare. Where you like them?
I don't like them. I don't like them runny. But I like them,
He's copping a plea already. He said, I don't like running, but
I like them like cheesy and kind of, sticky, wet, you know, not that wet, but a little damp.
um, um, speaking of damp, you remember we were talking about runny eggs? I hate runny eggs, by the way. That's
Yes.
covered. Cool. The best way to really use eggs would be French toast.
Is that what you were trying to lead me to?
Oh no. Because I mean French toast is just so it's not big enough to like really
Most people don't even know that you use egg to make French toast.
you know, because they just assume it's just all there. You think
It's all bread.
you think this bread just popped the fuck up?
No, no,
This
no.
bread had to be doctored.
Yeah, there's no way. Yeah,
You really got a pearl French toast low key.
it takes a special hand.
That's why you really don't go to nobody's house and they just like, hey, I got some extra French toast. If they have French toast, they made a piece for everybody in the household with a pillow.
That is true.
That's like brisket. That's like brisket at cookouts. They might have brisket, but it is not going to be talked about. Like you might have brought, or like somebody might have brought like 10 pounds of brisket, but it's like for the immediate what's the names, and once it's out, whatever.
It's
All
gone.
we got is ribs type shit. Like
Ribs and hot dogs.
yeah,
My bad.
arms, hamburgers, and hot dogs. That's how some people really view ribs. Like they'll get like 4 or 5 or 2 or 3 slabs and shit. Y'all had ribs? Oh, well, no, we got hamburger and hot dogs. Like damn, man.
Damn, they gone.
Damn, man. No, hey, that's French toast. You ain't going to nobody. If you go to somebody's crib and they have French toast without a maid and they did all that, I don't trust it.
I
What you
mean,
trying to win me over for?
it would depend on the cooking.
The fact that they even did it and it like looked it looked decent. But I ain't gonna lie, I feel
I
like,
mean, it's easy for some people. It's just second nature. I mean, they
yeah,
like doing it.
I mean, talk your shit.
But I'm not one of them. I'm not finna cook them every day, especially with people coming over. I ain't finna have no party like, all right, we're all having French toast, homemade French toast. No,
It's crazy though. The more experiences I have, I don't think I could ever do a breakfast with people, like a group breakfast, because it just wouldn't work. Because people would be not too late. It's just people just don't wake up like
I've
early.
had it, and it's not really been
I think that's why brunch is such a thing because people might be up, but it's hard to get 9 or like 10 people actively like
up
engaged
and
at nine
engaged.
thirty. Because if you wait over 9:30, it's damn near breakfast or it's damn near lunch. It's
Lunch.
damn near lunch already.
Yeah.
What's the most budget friendly meal that you would give to the people that you feel like is something that you've been gatekeeping, you've been keeping from the streets?
I mean, I wouldn't say gatekeeping.
Because you are a professional gatekeeper.
I am not a professional. I don't know why these people think I'm some type of chef. Um, I would probably say rice. Rice can stretch you out with a lot. I mean, depends on what you like. Rice and vegetables, rice and some type of meat, beef, chicken, whatever you want to put.
Asparagus.
Asparagus, and then it's a whole, like I said, a whole list of wait, you.
Ain't no way you went for that. Ain't no way you went for
See,
asparagus.
I caught it, but you could put it in there. You could fry it, or
No, when you said meat, I was like,
you got me there.
I was gonna say like something random, but I was like, I'm gonna see if he catch it. It's like, shit is crazy. It's like how the teacher be like, hey, any tip? It was like, and he'd be like, hey, give me some names, and be like, just like, jeez, it's
You
like,
could use rice.
right,
But like I made what was it? Some rice, some chicken breasts, and I had like this teriyaki glaze that I put on the rice and the chicken and stirred it up, and it was good.
teriyaki glaze.
Oh God.
But we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on into a pancake pandemonium.
I guess I gotta leave, huh?
We're gonna shake it up, brother. Hey, shout out Hulk Hogan with the
Oh.
plug. No, hey, we gotta talk about how pep cake donuts, donuts. So, okay, what is a donut and what is a donut hole?
What is a donut and what is a donut hole? I mean, it's the same thing. I mean, I feel like a donut hole is made from the same batter as a donut. So I mean, but are they made differently is the question. I don't know.
No, I think they just punch it out. Like they just punch up the.
Yeah, but
But my question is this: shouldn't a donut hole be called the donut, and then like the actual donut be called a donut hole? Like, okay, if
because
you
there's a hole in that donut.
because if you have like a wrench or something like that would actually be the nut. You know what I'm saying? Like the small one, like the center would actually be the nut. I feel like that would actually be the donut. Like those little things that you can get from
Do
Krispy Kreme.
you?
I think those actually should be the donuts, and then those should be the donut holes.
I don't think so.
I feel it. Okay, I actually do feel it.
You feel it?
I feel the
It
same.
might be gas.
No, no, real regulate, real regular federal. Who has the best donuts? And you don't have to lie. If you do lie, just look at them.
Krispy Kreme.
Really?
No, not really.
You don't believe Krispy? Well,
It's a
okay.
donut place that I mean,
I'm not gonna lie. Krispy
it's a,
Kreme is a lot more commercialized than
I,
they used
I
to.
like looking good, but
Okay, who has the best glazed donut?
like I said, it's some places that you wouldn't know. They're not really local. But if you go to New Orleans, I can tell you.
Okay. I might have to.
Now that place, their donut holes are not donut holes. they're a piece of heaven from the brick road, and when the angels step on them,
Mhm.
they drop down them pieces. That's what those are. They are amazing.
Wow. Okay. All right. So he's doing this right now.
I'm telling you, I wouldn't steer you wrong.
You would.
I would.
You would.
If I wanted to. I could send you to this other place because there's 2 places I have in mind.
That's
I could send you
actually
to.
funny. What
But
if he's gatekeeping? What if the other place is actually a better place? Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we have a certified gatekeeper.
well, you gotta gatekeep. You gotta protect it.
At Rice Talk, we invite our listeners to share their memories, traditions, and their thoughts. Z has failed us at that.
Well, I'm not sharing that place. That place is way too good.
See?
Sorry.
You see how he was willing to withhold information
I was gonna give you the
for
other
the
place.
evolution of man.
The other place is all right, but the other place, whew, man, and it's cheap too. I'm talking about like $2 a bag of 16 holes. Like
Hoes?
holes for 16 holes,
16
$2. $2
for hoes.
I ain't gonna tell you how much the known it is.
The emphasis, he said $2 for 16. Okay.
It's $3 for 24. No, 36. I think it was 24, 36. Yeah,
95.
they go up by increments like that, but the price is still low. So and you get so much.
And the prices are up.
Yeah.
No, these prices are up.
What?
If you think about it. Okay, Erica Badu versus Lauryn Hill.
I mean, if you had my cousin here, you know he'd say Lauren, but I am a Erica Badu fan, but I am a Lauren fan as well. But I think Erica probably had more of a bigger influence even now throughout her career. Because Lauren, she's had an influence, but she's kind of
No. Speak into it.
she's kind of dwindled down.
Let him know what he's missing.
She's kind of dwindled down through the years. But Erica, she still stayed relevant
Okay.
even now. I mean,
Yeah.
Erica Badu.
Yeah.
Badu-ism. Queen of the Soul.
Hey, ain't that crazy though? Isn't it crazy how like somebody can have such an impact on something?
She inspired a lot of people to make certain music like her, but not like her, but in their own way. It's that certain style.
It's very transcendent.
Amen.
Who would you say is a bigger pairing? Or who had a bigger reach? Whitney Houston and Mary J. Blige or Beyonce and Rihanna?
A bigger pairing. That's hard. That's
You know why it's hard? It's actually
it's probably about the same.
it's
to
more
me.
difficult because Whitney Houston by herself. I guess because I'm trying to like objectify and make it like how could you measure it? We can really measure okay, like it's like say like number one or something like that. And like let's say like Whitney Houston could have probably as many as like I don't know. I feel like she would have enough. I mean, I could be
lot.
goofing because I don't know. Beyonce probably might have. I don't.
She would have a lot too.
But I'm assuming Whitney Houston would have enough because and it's like Mary J could probably throw some in there.
And if you're talking about like all of Mary J discography, you got
yeah.
your favorite auntie, your favorite cousin still listening to Mary J. So,
Shout out Jill Scott.
Yep, Jill Scott. You know, her and her mic skills.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Okay. 90s rap. 90s rap clothing versus 2000s rap clothing.
90s rap clothing versus 2000. I mean,
baggy clothes to the fitted styles, but I guess it just waned because it kind of.
I feel like they kind of went
back and forth.
Like they were kind of like it was it, and then kind of just found ways to alter the 90s clothing, kind of make it different. but it still kind of was the same type of clothing style. Like,
Would you say we find ourselves still doing it today? You kind of take old
yeah,
with the new, but you're like, I don't really want this new. I really want more old, but then the new is still sprinkling with the
I
old.
mean, it's everything's recycled. I mean,
Yeah.
everything is
It's
recycled.
just like slightly recycled. Like something stays as something goes, and it kind of like you kind of lose something as you gain something else, but you still like just
Yeah.
like starter jackets. Like you still kind of see like the styles of starter
Mhm.
jackets.
But the people who've never seen it before, it's just brand new to them.
Yeah, they would look and be like, "Oh my gosh, those are low. Those are like that's some low.
Yeah.
Got some low on." Andre 3K or Pharrell, who would you say had on
Bigger impact.
a bigger impact on culture?
Andre who?
3,000.
Andre? No, I'm saying Andre 3000. And who else?
Pharrell.
For real.
Music, Pharrell has probably touched more music than him. So like
Yeah.
that's not I would have to put in versus like Timbaland or something.
But you said for the community, for the people,
Yeah.
it would probably be Andre to me.
Okay. Well, that is particularly where I would agree with you because there's really not been many that has had his reach or um vision,
Yeah.
creativity, and you really can't box him in.
The range of music he has is not like, it's not like just
Somebody who reminds me of him is like Childish Gambino,
his
and he doesn't
music.
even really come close. But it's not just great to discredit him. They're not really the same, but they're just the way they
The
approach
way they approach
art.
their art, yeah.
Like they don't really approach it to like to a social norm. It's more so of like what they wanted to do, and
Mhm.
you kind of stick with it because some people will like produce art and it may not land, and then they kind of like sidestep it, and then they go to something safer. Versus like I've noticed that they will stick to what maybe is not unpopular and make
Mm.
they'll have stuff gravitate to them.
Bring back old chant.
I was gonna add him in there.
Bring back old
Because
chant.
you know how art goes. It's like you can go with trend, but trend stuff really doesn't last as long as stuff that's just more abstract.
Yeah.
Like Frank Ocean, I feel like the reason his discography is just so strong isn't because of like the volume of work, is just because of like the quality.
The quality and really the impact of the time of when it was and where, the impact of, and then the artists he worked with kind of would lead you to this style or this side of music and whatnot.
That's true. And it was very its own.
Yeah.
You know how some people's styles, if you were there in the time, you knew who they were drawing that style from.
Yo.
But him, for example, you probably could see like, oh, I can see maybe influences this, influence that, but it was just never like I feel like he was copying it, and
Mm.
that's kind of hard to find in art in general, like
Yeah.
not even just in music.
That's what makes certain artists like that big and stand out.
True, true. And yeah, the '90s was big for a lot of artists like that because you had a lot of underground people who like we don't all know their names, but they kind of like influenced a lot of people like that.
Well, during the time, a lot of the people well, I wouldn't say a lot, but some of the people we know now were considered underground artists, but now they're more mainstream because, like you said, Childish Gambino,
Yeah,
underground was underground. Chance the Rapper wasn't underground. Smino wasn't underground.
yeah.
Isaiah Rashad. It was so many artists that were underground that are now so mainstream now.
Isn't it crazy how like subjectively speaking, how underground turned into indie and then indie just disappeared?
Mhm.
Cause you remember when indie used to be like they're on like mainstream or like on a label or they're indie, and then it just like I think it like the label thing, like people still look at artists like, oh, they're still signing a label, but it's like if you're not, it's like they kind of look at it like they don't even look at you like you're indie. They just kind of look at you like you're an artist. Not like how
Yeah.
like, it used to be like a thing, like oh he's independent, but I guess because like we said, you have access to publish your music so easy. Like
Mhm.
you're not really restricted. And that's why like some artists were I feel like they really would be looked at as indie or underground,
Oh,
but I guess it's like hell, they can access the same
same
platforms.
platforms.
And it's crazy, but it's good for them now because they can have the same reach versus a lot of underground artists in the past. You know, they're restricted to their
I feel
local.
like music used to be more of a private game,
Hmm.
more so, more like a, oh, you get it or and you get it. Like I'm selecting you now. It's more so
Oh yeah,
open to everyone.
100%.
Like anybody
Yeah,
can put
it's
their two
so
cents in now. Like there's no reason why. What that lady I saw? What's her name? I don't know if she's singing or not, but that Reba lady, she was some white lady with red hair.
Reba
Like
McEntire.
yeah,
Yeah,
her. I know.
yeah,
Under
yeah.
she dropped
Yeah.
out. Okay, but why? She's a voice coach on there with Snoop Dogg and other people and stuff like that. That's just
It's and it's crazy. That's why it's so much volume of music, but it's so much to sift through. That was the only upside of having gatekeeping like that was going on, or just like the whole you have to go through this way and that way and this way just to get to here,
Mhm.
even if you had talent or not. At least you had people that was like, okay, at least when you get here, your music should be decent.
Yeah,
Now it's like you have the potential for it to not be tried. So like really if you just had the capital, you don't have to have the quality.
yeah.
Whereas used to it's like shit, you could have had the quality, but you need the capital. So it's like it made you refine and become a better artist. And by the time you reach mainstream, it was good, which is like that was kind of cool, but like it held up a lot of artists. But now it's like it's just open, and there's so many artists that get overshadowed by artists that really just get over advertised.
Mm.
But you can't do anything about
There's
that.
nothing you can do about that because I mean that's just
Because
that
like you said, like they used to just be like this person, that person. Now it's just like, it's just open and it kind of hurt everybody except them. Like,
because now like back then you can probably hear like certain people on certain songs, and if another person got in that song, you're like, I know who that is already is in that song. But now you have people. It's like I don't think I know much about the person singing the song, and I don't think I know really much about the person
no,
even on the song with them. So I mean,
I guess the one, let's say, since we're covering like the whole, like the transition of like, I guess, music freedom or like liberation, I guess, like another uptick or another positive side for the viewer, the listener, was like you had to make artists do rollouts, you had to make artists do interviews because if you don't have context to the art, you don't really know. You know what I'm s- And I think that's the correlation of why music for some people like you can listen to it for a week or two because you don't have a narrative, you don't have a story for it. You're just really listening to art. It's just like looking at a painting and you don't know the story behind it. And it looks good, but you're only gonna look at it for so long.
they don't tell stories in music no more.
Because it's like they're not allowed to either because the speed that they have to output is more so a meeting a demand than
Hmm.
it's like if you want to read my story, go check on my Patreon like page and like read the overview or something. But it's just they used to do rollouts. They used to do like 12 weeks out. They're doing every interview, every radio station. They're doing like the Tonight Show. You get to see them like kind of like how it ties into their music and like you get to. But now it's more of like who?
Right. They dropped
Yeah,
when that was.
and it's kind of I guess it's a lot for the average listener.
Mhm.
Um, hell, even if you're an informed listener, everybody's dropping music. You just can't be on top of it. You just have to be a niche person nowadays. I feel like you just because there's so much good music, but it's
Yeah.
only 24 hours in a
Only
day.
24 hours.
Oh my
I
goodness.
did hear some good music today though.
Mhm.
Shout out Dage Loaf and Jacquees. Yeah, they dropped the album. It was good.
Really?
I was surprised. Like, and I'm
That's a
not really
vibe though.
like I'm not even a big I'm not a big Jacquees fan, but I'm a big Dage Loaf fan.
Nah, get to a bag. Get
But
to a bag.
but they
That's a nice tour. Like that's some nice tour
they're gonna
shit.
be in New Orleans next
Yeah.
month.
Oh yeah.
Month after.
They're gonna hit like pilot nights like 30, 40, 30, 40, maybe 40, 50.
That'd be me.
Cause they're gonna get a bag for that. Tickets probably gonna be like what by 40?
Mhm.
Oh yeah, they're gonna get a bag. But see, but that's good business though. That's like when Boosie work with anybody, it's like, oh, that's good business. Yeah, he probably got a nice little 10,
That
20.
man crazy.
Yeah. Who would you say had a bigger impact than Boosie in the early mid 2000s, mid 2000s
Mid 2000
in the South?
in the South. I mean, you had a lot of people, honestly. Thinking of what's his name? T.I.
Hmm.
Thinking of Wheezy. Thinking of Busta. Thinking of 50.
Who went
Thinking of
harder, Boosie or Ti?
I mean Boosie. Uh
You can be like you on the couch. Be real.
I'm both. I really like both. I'm a connoisseur of both, I would say. Because I'll listen to T.I.,
Yeah,
but I definitely run me some Boosie too.
yeah. Okay.
So
Okay.
I don't know.
And Busta Rhymes is
Busta Rhymes in there. I still listen to Busta today.
what would you put him like with them?
Busta got some bangers that people really don't be listening to. Ludacris.
Facts. I was.
Ludacris is
Yeah.
also a number one on my list. Brother has some hits.
Yeah.
Um, I ain't really listen to 50 like that. It was another rapper I was thinking of. I cannot think of his name.
Chingy? No, I'm talking.
Oh,
Lil Flip? No, I'm
yeah,
talking.
you talking shit now,
No, I'm
for real.
talking shit.
I mean,
Twister?
Twista.
T-Pain?
Would you even classify him as a rapper?
Damn, my bad.
I mean, I'm just,
But now that I think about it, would you classify him as a singer?
yeah. He was singing on, I damn near classify Drake as a singer.
I don't know. I don't know when I'm sprung gave me more of like I'm a rapper, but I'm singing.
Nah, he gave me singing vibes all throughout that.
You think so?
Yes.
Damn.
The auto tune of it all. I mean, sure, that's fine and dandy, but nigga, you singing.
Okay, okay. What makes a rapper and not a singer?
What makes a rapper and a rapper not a singer? I mean, we were talking about Childish Gambino. He classifies himself as a singer
Mm.
because of the way, like I said, there's when people rap, they deliver certain the way they deliver is kind of like singing. Like you would have to kind of keep up the tone, the same breath movement. Like it's damn near like you're singing.
Okay, okay, all right. Hear me out. Hear me out. I guess I always saw it as like whatever you have the most songs as, that's what you okay, because say for example, Wayne has like 800 songs rapping, but if he had like 30 songs like just that
Well,
were
him
singing,
singing,
I, people could say like, oh, like he's like a singy, and I'd be like, okay, but like, I wouldn't call him a singer.
exactly.
But if it was vice versa, I'd be like, okay, he's a singer, not a rapper.
I mean, we don't sit here. We're not sitting here calling Beyonce a rapper. She raps on a lot of her songs.
But I think at that point, T Pain had rapped a good bit.
He still gave me. He had there's like a rap, and then there's rap singy. He gave me rap singy for the longest, and now he's leaned more into
Tory Lanez. What would you say Tory Lanez is?
rap singy.
Damn it.
Rap singy, literally.
The crossover of black music into movies and culture, which era would you say was bigger in that? The 2000s or the 90s? Like the spillover of rap,
Probably the 90s.
90s,
Yeah, I definitely say the 90s.
influenced a lot of.
You like TV shows, like you said, movies, groups. Shoot,
What's one 90s rap group that if you could have back in their prime?
90s rap group. Probably the Fugees or Field Mob. Yeah. Field mob is a
It's very deep.
sorry. Go do your research, buddy. But
No, I'm
yeah, I'd probably say the Fugees. Field mob.
2000s.
2000s. I know Young Money never gonna get back together, so I could give that up.
I
But
have a question. Ding, ding, ding. Who is the biggest Young Money artist that is not named Drake, Nicki Minaj, or Wayne? This isn't a trick question. I just like, and I'm talking about that roster, like that Bedrock roster. I don't know who the fuck they signed after 2010, but we're talking about like pre-20. I'm talking about like
like Kid
Gutta,
Cudi,
Gutta,
like Kid Cudi or
Mac
something.
Main, Twista,
Young Jock,
Kid Twist.
Plies. Well, Young Jock.
He was Young Money.
Trying to remember.
Yeah, Gutta Gutta, Mac Main, Lil Twist, um,
Nobody.
Tiger.
Tiger
So Tiger.
probably would have to be.
Okay. Yeah, I was thinking about that question yesterday. I was like, who was the biggest like Young Money, like under Nicki Minaj, Drake?
I mean,
You
that's just if you mention Young Money, that's not. It's not a. You can't just not mention.
remember Roger that?
Yeah, I do.
Does that song still hold up for you?
Hold up. Not really. Not much. Mm,
What song doesn't hold up more, that or Truffle Butter?
neither.
So if they could be scratched, what song? Okay, bench, start, or cut? Bedrock, Truffle Butter, Roger that.
I still run Bedrock.
So start Bedrock, bench,
Mm,
um, bench which
truffle.
bench Truffle. You not cutting it?
Mm.
All right. And cut.
Actually, you know what? I might cut it. I had to think about the song. Yeah, I'm gonna cut it.
Thank you. What? Yeah. Okay. Cool. Perfect.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Perfect.
cut it. Yeah.
Cool. Cool. Cool.
I
Cool.
had to think about the.
Yeah. And guys, that's what we do. We like to think. We like to help y'all, or we like to increase the usage of brain.
You don't use it.
Really at all. But keep locking in, keep watching, keep liking, keep sharing, and subscribing and surviving
Mm.
off hard timing. What do you have for us closing out on this great day?
Y'all stay safe. I'm thinking about getting me a blicky soon. So yeah, y'all stay safe.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. He means a Blizzard from Dairy Queen. They have that Oreo cheesecake out now. Please go get that. Don't forget to recycle, drink your water, and it has been a pleasure. Remember, if it ain't right, get rice.